I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm doing well. Doing well. Getting a little stir crazy, but other than that, I'm okay. I'm hoping I'll be there next meeting.
I'm gonna executive session, so we can get that over with, okay? All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the June 30th, 2025 meeting of the Metuchen Borough Council. Adequate notice of this meeting has been given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act pursuant to Public Law 1975, Chapter 231. Said notice was published in the Home News Tribune on December 18, 2024, posted in Borough Hall and on file in the clerk's office. All requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Please join me and us for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag of the United States of
to
America.
the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Justice for all.
Roll call, please. Ms. Zupan?
Councilmember Branch?
Here.
Councilmember Jamboy?
Here.
Councilmember Hyman? Oh, she's not here. Councilmember Jethwani?
Here.
Councilmember Kandel?
Here, and here remotely, and I just wanted to thank Brandon, Deb, and Melissa for making it possible for me to appear remotely at these meetings while I am in recovery from treatment. So I just wanted to make that statement and thank everybody. It's good to see everybody.
Council President Delia?
Here.
Mayor Bush?
Here. Okay, and we are going to, just wait 1 second, get to the agenda session. Do you have a motion to open the agenda session?
I make a motion.
No.
I would hang out the other session.
We're not going to we're going to do agenda session first, change the executive session. Why? Right, but I'm going to do public comment first. Yeah, that's all we're doing, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Is there a motion to open the agenda session?
I make a motion to open the agenda.
There's been a motion, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so we are not adding anything. I may ask to open the agenda session again, but for this portion, I just want to place, if possible, public comment before we go into executive session, because the published agenda for this meeting has the executive session first. Any objection to that, council members?
None.
Seeing none. Okay, is there a motion to close the agenda session?
I make a motion to close the agenda
There's
session.
been a motion, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay,
Aye.
so we're going to open public comment to anyone wishing to speak and address the council. Anyone wishing to address the council, just give your name, please, and address for the record. And by the way, you could, we have a, we have a, perfect. I was just going to say. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Sure, just name and address for the record.
Yes. My name is Ellen Lubensky. I live at 34,
I'm sorry, what's your
I
name?
live at 34 James Place in Metuchen.
What is your name again?
Ellen Lubensky. And although this is my first time appearing before the council, I'm sure it will not be my last, as although I'm new to this town, I already love it as my own, and I want to be involved in it.
It's having a,
Mayor, yeah, if she
I
could-
have a hard, I wonder if it's the microphone.
Is
Maybe
it
we can
there?
just see if we can replace it with the other one. I'm sorry, Ms. Lubensky, just give us a second, and we'll replace the microphone. It's our fault, and we just have to get this right. I'm sorry. We want to be able to hear you.
And just make sure you keep the mic right up to your mouth. It'll capture
Yeah, we'll
all
see how
of
it
your
goes.
voice.
Yeah, that's
Okay, just close to my mouth.
much
Okay,
better.
is this better?
Yeah,
This is better.
that's
Okay, I'll start
Super
over.
Yes, okay.
Okay. My name is Ellen Lubensky. I live at 34 James Place in Metuchen. This is my first time appearing before the council, but I'm sure it will not be my last, as although I am new to this town, I love it as my own, and I want to be a part of this town. I'm a single mother, and I just paid $540 for my daughter and me to go to pool. And this year, I will not be going to pool at all because I have a broken foot. I'm assuming that this ordinance is up for a vote, at least partially based on my petition. And I knew that it was up because my mother, who intends to move here shortly, apparently reads your agenda very carefully and alerted me to the fact that it was up previously on the agenda for the last meeting. Although I've made many an oral argument in the past, I've never done so as part of a protected class. I'm assuming that, I do greatly appreciate that you've put this ordinance up to a vote so quickly, and I'm assuming that that indicates that you have indeed appreciated my law against discrimination argument, and that as a protected class,
It's okay, take your time.
as a protected class,
Take whatever time you need.
single parents are protected under LAD. And that the Metuchen pool is indeed a place of public accommodation and is thus covered by LAD. Although the pool pricing for my daughter and me, the adjustment would be appropriate, I've had a lot of input from both the divorced moms and from mamas of Metuchen that does not go quite far enough to remedy the LAD violation. Because single parents are still paying more per child to play at pool than those with two-parent households. A household with with two adults and two children pay $135 per person to play at pool. A single parent with two children pays $180 per person to play at pool. I know that the pricing for pool, that there are difficulties with financing the pool, and I'm not here to argue about the pool pricing. I'm here to address inequities in pricing for single parents. The only remedy that has come up in my discussions with the community has been to go to pricing based on one person at a time and to remedy a LAD violation. And actually, there's many people in the community who have told me that they are not members of the pool because of its expense, and then who are not single parents and who would be members of the pool if they were allowed to have two people join instead of an entire family. And I'm not sure that there's any way to remedy the LAD violation short of doing so. I'm here tonight with my daughter as a single parent, so I'm going to excuse myself when I'm done. But I greatly appreciate the opportunity to speak before you tonight. Thank you very much for putting this up to a vote so quickly. I do appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Lubinsky, and I appreciate you coming here, and I appreciate you talking to us. On the advice of counsel, we're going to certainly review what you've brought to our attention, and I'm not permitted to say much more, but I appreciate you bringing this to our attention, and we're certainly going to consider your input on this. Thank you. Thank you for being here, and thanks for, giving us your thoughts. Any other comments from the public? Just name and address for the record, please.
My name is Mark Flaherty. I live at 44 New York Avenue. So I missed the council meeting where all the members voted to increase our taxes again this year by 3.15%. There was no discussion or debate then. If I commented then, nothing would have changed. So I do want to share for the record that we could have done better. Neighboring towns like Woodbridge increased their taxes by 2%, Edison by 0.98%. Westfield had no increase for the second year in a row. The taxes that Middlesex County charged all the towns in the county on average declined by 4.5%, and Piscataway decreased their taxes by 8.5%. So our town now has the highest average homeowner tax bill in Middlesex County, and we need to do better, and that's all. I have no questions for the council.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments for the public? Sir? Just name and address for the record, please. This seems that this one works better, sir. Yes.
My name is John Shursik. I live at 5 High Street, and I've lived there my entire life in Metuchen. Now, I wasn't here for the property tax issue, but I'm here now because I guess I'm very late for it. But 3%, we just had it raised a couple years back, okay? And now you guys are raising it again? I mean, I don't really understand why. I mean, I know Edgar Field costs a lot of money for us people, and nobody voted yes or no for that, okay? And the lights down at the South End soccer field, those giant headlights, nobody voted for them either. How much does all that stuff cost? Just the field at Edgar Field, what did that cost the public? We're paying for that? The taxpayer pays for that thing? Do we? I'm asking anybody up there, can anybody say?
Yeah, just if you could finish your comments, and then I'll try to address your comments.
You
Go
won't
ahead.
be able to.
I don't want to interrupt
Okay,
your time.
so-
I don't want to interrupt your time. Go ahead, sir.
Well, that's a major thing right there, is nothing but, and, what's it, Oakite and Golden. You guys are putting houses on where Oakite used to be. That was a giant dump there of batteries, submarine batteries from World War I were dumped there. And I'm sure they're still under the ground. Guaranteed. Things like that can't be cleaned up. And I think it's just like not too responsible to be putting people there. I mean, can you guys understand that or no? Just for more people to come into Metuchen. And how much, and then you're raising our taxes to people that live here? Man! Nobody has anything to say?
We will, as I told you.
Okay.
Okay.
After I sit down, right?
Yes.
So I can't say yell, I'm gonna be yelling back up. Those things, Oakite and Golden, that's severely polluted under the ground there. And you guys let them build a goddamn place for a bunch of people to live? And over here, okay, where the old army barracks was, I call it, that used to be a giant lead paint factory. And you guys put the new square on that. Do you know that? Do you know they used to be a severely lead paint? And it's in the ground. Guaranteed it's all in the ground. It was never cleaned up. Okay? So this is where you guys are building things. And you're taxing us more money? These are major mistakes you guys are doing.
Thank you, Mr. Sher.
Major.
Appreciate it. So I'm going to respond to a couple of things you're saying. Are there other comments from the audience? Anybody else? I'll address, Mr. Scherzik, I'll address some of your comments at the end. Yes, go ahead, sir. Yes, yeah, if you'd like to speak, absolutely. Name and address for the record, please.
Hello, is that okay?
Yeah, sure. I think this microphone is clearly working better than that one. If you could use this one, sir.
I feel more comfortable on the right anyway.
Good. We'd feel more comfortable because we'll hear you better.
Is this okay?
Yes, it's great. Thank you.
I hope you could take criticism.
Just name and address, I'm
The
sorry.
name is Brian Owens. I live at 235 High Street. I've been a resident since 1973. My wife and I moved to Metuchen. Please be advised that I am making the comments on my own, and they do not reflect the opinions of anyone other than myself. Requesting information regarding the subdivision on High Street dividing lot 153-1 into lots 153-50.05 and 5.06. Subdivision located on south side of High Street between Kettner and Prospect. I have requested information regarding this subdivision via Oprah request forms. I requested additional information on June 24th, 2025. To date, I have not received a reply. I have been to the offices of the Planning Board, Zoning Board, and the Town Clerk. At all three locations, I have been met with a minimal amount of help. It is my understanding that the Oprah laws were passed to assist residents in understanding why certain decisions or rulings were made by their elected and/or appointed officials. This is all I ask. As the property owner that was subdivided was adjacent to mine, I believe I have every right to question why these decisions were made, as they have a direct effect on my quality of life. I believe that if the council was aware of the location of the subdivision, they will notice that the new structures are in no way conforming to the existing structures in this neighborhood. Interjecting these monolithic mansions into our midst is totally destroying the character of our neighborhood. The actions taken by the boards were initiated without the consent or any input from the neighborhood. At no time were my wife or I notified of the board's approval of these structures. I would suggest that interested members of the council could perhaps ride down High Street and view the effects that these decisions have had on our neighborhood. I believe that a first-hand look at these conditions may have a sobering effect as they question, how would I feel if this were next to me? My wife and I are now condemned to a life, however long that might be, in living next to these totally offensive structures. I ask the mayor and council, as the administrators of our local government, to advise their staff at Borough Hall to provide whatever assistance is necessary to comply with a legal Oprah request. I am seeking to achieve resolution of this issue with the planning and zoning boards in the near future. I cannot, however, make my case without the required documentation, which must be provided by the Borough Hall staff. I should like to close my comments with memories that I have of the late Senator Bobby Kennedy, who died in June of 1968. I'm old enough to remember that. At his funeral, his brother stated that there was a good quotation he lived by. Some people see things the way they are and ask why. I dream things that have never been and ask why not. Please note that both sentences in that quote include the words, ask why. I hope that all my fellow citizens take Senator Kennedy's advice and never stop asking why. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
So, thank you for that, Mr. Owens. I'm going to ask you if you don't
Sorry,
mind.
my hearing's bad, sir.
I'm sorry. Is my microphone as bad as the one on the left there, or can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
Okay,
You can, okay.
a little bit.
So, Mr. Owens, if you can, yeah, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor.
Sure.
Before you leave tonight,
Yes,
We'd like your email address if you can. All right, and you can give it to our borough clerk. And our
okay.
borough administrator is going to look into some of your concerns. And
You know-
you've raised them to, as opposed to having you write an email reflecting those concerns.
No?
What did I do?
We did not, excuse me, I'm sorry, Mr. Owens, no. We did.
Maybe by accident.
Is it, maybe it's under, is it? that's-
Maybe it's the humidity.
The good news is I don't even know where the panic alarm is.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry,
I think I
guys.
offended
It's-
somebody?
It's,
No.
it's
They're
the-
working anyway, Mr.
Yeah,
Owens, it's
the
okay, it's
humidity.
okay. Somebody up here by mistake, anyway. So, no, so we're gonna get your email address. The clerk is gonna get your email address, and then we're going to.
I think I have it already.
Okay, and then we're gonna review your comments again tonight, and you'll get a response from
I
us.
got a copy of it, I can leave with them. if you
Oh,
want.
okay, you were reading from something, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, if
Okay.
you could provide our borough clerk with a copy of your comments.
Okay.
And then also, as you're giving her a copy of your comments, give her
Want me
your,
to do this now?
yes, please, yes, and give her your email address.
Am I permitted here?
Yes.
Of course, that's why I'm inviting you up here, yes. Just give her the document as well as your email,
Okay.
and then we will follow up with you this week, okay? Okay. And any other comments from the public?
I believe I already have your email.
B-235 at the O.
Just name and address for the record, please,
Hi,
thank you.
my name is Naomi Claracusio, 27 Edith Avenue, Metuchen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, hold on, just give me one second, I want to give you your attention. Thank you very much, Mr. Owens. Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Kiracusio.
Okay, my question is it the intent of the town to raise taxes again?
Is that your only comment or question?
No, what's my question for now?
Okay.
Because I have heard that it's a unanimous voting in terms of raising the taxes again, is that correct?
Well, usually what we do here is we allow you to finish your comments and questions, and then when you're done, and I'm going to answer all of these together, because I have a
Okay,
feeling
so
there's a couple that are bunched together. Yeah.
Okay, fine. My comment very simply is this. I just think that it is totally unjust to keep taxing the residents of Metuchen. As it is, we're paying quite a bit of money, and it's becoming a financial hardship on virtually just everyone in the town. So, if it is the intent of the town to raise taxes, definitely I am opposed to that.
Okay, thank you.
There's so much construction going on in this town. I mean, there's revenue that is coming from all of these taxpayers who are, living in this town. So why is there a need to increase the taxes if the taxes are going to be increased? So that I am vigorously against that, and I find it totally unjust. I mean, if you can just manage money a little bit better, instead of always running to the taxpayer for more money, I think that'll probably be a wiser decision, right? So anyway, that is my take on the situation with the tax increase. If there is going to be a tax increase, and I'd like to know from you if there is going to be another increase.
Okay.
That's it.
Great. I appreciate your comments, and again, I will address your concerns in a little bit. I just want to make sure I have everybody's, I know there's another person looking to address us. Just name and address for the record, please.
Lorraine Tyrone, 112 Bridge Street. I was wondering if the dorm apartments, once they are occupied, will they decrease our tax burden? I know they will increase our traffic burden. So I was wondering if, just because we're going to have all these extra people, will we have extra revenue coming in?
Okay. Thank you. It's a fair question. Any other comments or questions from the public? Okay. Seeing none, I'm going to close public comments and questions now. There's a number of things, and let me just address Mr. Scherzik and Mr. Kirakusio's comment with respect to taxes. Taxes go up every year, even in the towns that were listed for the most part. Every year, you've got to increase taxes at least a little bit to keep up with things like, salaries that we have to pay our staff, the cost of products that go up each year, as we know, sir, your time, sir, I gave you your full time to speak and you're not going to interrupt me, okay? So the reality is that to keep up with the costs, we have to also raise taxes. Ms. Curricuzio raised a very good point. She asked if we're going to be building some of these things, don't they bring in revenue to the borough? The answer is they do. And they actually stop us from having to raise taxes more. So the key for us is balancing the services that we provide in this town, which we do everything we can to continue to provide at the rate we provide them, but also keep costs low, not just for you, but for everyone sitting up here. We all do our best to keep our taxes, there are taxes as well, low. So that's important, very important. But taxes are a reality. And frankly, 2/3 of all of our tax bills come to the school district. And as you may recall, at the election 2 years ago, the Board of Education presented 3 public questions to our community, all of which passed and resulted in a significant tax increase as a result of the referenda that are asked to the public. And that was to go to our schools, to improve our schools. Some people, a majority of the town, supported those questions. Some people did not. But when those questions go before the community, they have the result, and they pass, they have the result of increasing taxes. And that was the most substantial increase in taxes that we had, not as a result of anything that the municipal body did. A couple points with respect to, I guess Ms. Jerome talked about Durham Avenue and the traffic burden. We don't necessarily know. I mean, there's going to be a disagreement. We have, experts. There's a traffic report on this. We take those things into consideration, obviously, every time we're involved in assessing these types of things. But we don't necessarily know that there's going to be an increase in taxes, in traffic. Got my T's mixed up there. We do know that the construction there resulted in this dovetails, and this is why I want to address this all together, into Mr. Scherz's comments about environmental contamination. The company that is involved in the construction of the Durham Avenue property was engaged in $10 million of environmental cleanup. New Jersey has one of the most stringent environmental laws and regulations in the entire country. And you can't just, as Mr. Scherzik suggested, keep things underground that are not compliant. If people are going to live somewhere, they have to be allowed to live somewhere by law. There's got to be standards, engineering testing, environmental testing, things to make sure that people can live safely in different places. There's different standards for, let's say, a company, an industrial property that's going to be somewhere, and for example, a residential property that's going to be somewhere. So we have to go by those experts, and we know that those experts ensured that the company, for example, that's building at Durham Avenue had to pay for all that money. Same thing with the plaza, which I know that you had some concerns about because of the lead company that you said was there. I'm not, specifically aware of that as you seem to be. But every bit of property in Metuchen that's developed is done so to the T on the code with respect to environmental contamination, because this was a town, as some of you know who've lived here a long time, that had many industrial properties. I think many of us consider this place to be an incredible residential community, but at one time it was an incredible residential community that had a lot of industrial property, more than we have now. And some of those industrial properties, for example, over at Durham Avenue, across the street on Durham Avenue, where the baseball field and soccer field is now, obviously where you have the Sportsplex, where the Starbucks is now, where the Trailhead Park is. Those were all factories, industrial properties at one time or another, and in order for anything to be done there, you've had to have significant amounts of money spent on cleanup. So that's the case. With respect to the other piece of that is the 32-acre wildlife preserve. We are in the process of putting together, through our partners and these developers and the county, the largest park in Metuchen. That's going to be alongside Durham Avenue. So yes, obviously we're going to have new residents, but we're also going to have a 32-acre wildlife preserve that all of us can enjoy, bike, hike, walk, whatever. That's something that was property that would not have been safely traversed before, but because of the contamination and the cleanup, we're able to do that. With respect to Mr. Scherzik's comments with respect to Edgar Field, Edgar Field was paid for through a $2 million grant that the state of New Jersey gave us. which we were thrilled to have. We have another exciting announcement that's coming with respect to money that we get from the state. The plaza we got with the help of county money. I told you the Golden property, the borough's not paying a dime. The taxpayers aren't paying a dime for the 32-acre wildlife preserve. We're just getting that as a result of the construction that's being put up there. The lights on Myrtle Field, all those things were helped pay for by state grants that we've gotten because we advocate and work closely with our partners to get those things. So yeah, unfortunately, taxes are a reality of maintaining essential governmental services, but I think that these are the reason that people really, some of the reasons that people really enjoy living in Metuchen. We're excited to have new neighbors. We do know that comes with other issues that we have to address, like having more park space and making sure that the properties that you described are clean. But we appreciate your comments, and I just want to make sure that as you're making those comments that you're doing so accurately. Okay. With that, we're going to move on to the executive session, and I'll just explain right now, the Borough Council President is going to read an agenda item to send us to executive session because we have to discuss something that may result in us having to add an agenda item. So we will take as little time as possible. How long do you think we're going to need in there?
15 minutes.
So about 15 minutes, but that's why I want to get public comments out of the way first, so that you didn't have to wait to make your comment. If you're certainly welcome to stay to see what we're going to do afterward, because the rest of our meeting is coming thereafter. So, Council President, would you like to?
Mayor, I make a motion to approve Resolution 2025-182, authorizing going into an executive session which excludes the public to discuss matters involving attorney-client privilege.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Thank you. Thanks for your patience, everyone. That was not,
Yeah, now we appreciate.
that was not expected to go as long as it did, so we appreciate people's patience. Okay. Do you have a motion to return to the regular meeting of June 30, 2025?
Yes, Mayor, I make a motion to return to the regular meeting of June 30th, 2025.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, I'm going to ask for a motion to reopen the agenda session because we'd like to add something as a result of our meeting back there. Go ahead.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to reopen the agenda session,
There's been a
please.
motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Council
Aye.
President, do you have anything to add?
Yes, I would like to add Resolution 2025-196, rejecting all bids received for the Metuchen Emergency Services Center project.
Okay, so had that. Anything else while we're here? Seeing none, do I have a motion to close the agenda session?
I make a motion to close the agenda
There's
session.
been a motion to close. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay,
Aye.
we're going to go to council meeting minutes.
I make a motion to approve Borough Council meeting minutes of May 12th, 2025.
Is there a second? All
Second.
those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
And abstention?
Is there any abstentions?
Yeah, Mayor, I abstain.
Okay, so there's been an abstention for the record, from Mr. Kendall.
Noted, thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor, I make a motion to approve communications consent agenda items A through E.
Is there a second? All
Second.
those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Aye.
Okay.
Public hearing. Ms. Zupan, would you please read ordinance 2025-13 by title only?
Ordinance 2025-13, ordinance amending section 169-3E of the Code of the Borough of Metuchen entitled Membership and Fees.
Okay, before we open the public hearing on ordinance 2025-13, I'd like to just quickly ask the Borough Administrator to address this on behalf of the Borough for the council members.
Yeah, as the person in the audience who came tonight, Ms. Lubinsky, she brought to our attention some inconsistencies with how we were structuring our pool membership, and as a result, with the help of our attorney Dennis Murphy, we've made this adjustment, and we will again take into consideration some of her commentary for next season when we're structuring our pool rates. Thank you.
That's fair. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to open the public hearing on 2025-13 with respect to this ordinance. Anybody from the public wishing to address us? Seeing none, we're going to close the public hearing on 2025-13. Council President?
I make a motion to pass ordinance 2025-13 on second reading and published according to law.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, roll call, please, Ms. Zupan.
Councilmember Branch?
Yes.
Councilmember Jamboy?
Yes.
Councilmember Jethwani?
Yes.
Councilmember Kendall?
Yes.
Council President Delia?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, at this time, Council President Delia, do you have a report?
Yes, Mayor, just really quickly, I just wanted to bring to everyone's attention that along Pennsylvania Avenue, which is down by the train station, the parking spaces that, many of the parking spaces that were designated for taxi spots, last year, this body made some changes along within our parking and metering ordinances regarding that, and we worked directly with the taxi stand business to make sure that they had enough spaces for them so that they can continue to operate. And what were 7 taxi spaces are now down to just 2 along Pennsylvania Avenue, which means there's 5 new metered spaces to come park and shop downtown. And so I was really excited to see that it's in place. We have the kiosk is there, and I think there's a little bit more work to do with the meters eventually going away, I believe.
Great job. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great job by I know you worked hard on that, Council President.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Mayor. And that's my report.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember Kendall, you got a report for us?
I do. By all accounts, the Fuse 5K on this past Father's Day was a huge success. There were over 750 registrants for the event, which was held downtown for the first time in over a decade. It Takes a Borough raised well over $50,000 for needy local families. I want to thank the ITAB board for their tireless efforts to make sure that the event runs as smoothly as possible every year. I also want to thank the over 50 volunteers who worked the registration tables, guided the runners, delivered T-shirts, handed out waters, etc. These types of events cannot happen without such dedicated volunteers. And finally, and certainly not least of all, special thanks to the Metuchen Police Department, Fire Department, EMS, and DPW for their critical help supporting the race. I also wanted to read out some upcoming dates for the pool, for fun family and children-related events. Family Fun Days will be on July 11th and 25th from 3:30 to 7:30. Poolside Fun, July 2nd and 16th at 3 p.m. Kids Crafts on July 3rd and 17th at 11 p.m. No, that must be 11 a.m. Story Time with Ms. Joanne on July 1st, 8th, and 15th at 2 p.m. Pre-Team Night is July 1st from 7 to 9 p.m. and Teen Night on July 8th from 7 to 9 p.m. And that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's really great to see you, that you're with us, and hopefully you'll be here in person soon enough. I know you're hesitant to get out of that. No, you're excited to get out of that house, but hesitant to be around too many people at once. But you'll be here soon enough, I understand.
I'm eager to get out.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That's great. Thanks very much, Councilmember Kendall. Okay, Councilmember Jethwani?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Just a couple notes on the library. The library's summer reading program, which will run through August 9th, it has begun. And this is for all ages. This year's theme is Color Our World. You can find more details on the library website or at the library itself. Local artist Miss Julia Wynn is offering a class called Art Cycling for Kids. Art using recycled materials. This is being offered July 8th or July 15th. Registration is required, and it's for grades K through 2, and then grades 3 and 5, a separate session. And then just a reminder that the library will be closed this Friday, July 4th for Independence Day, and the next Library Board of Trustees meeting will be held next Tuesday, July 8th at 7 p.m. at the library. Thank you, Mayor. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you very much. Councilmember Hyman? Oh, yeah, of course. I should know better. She's away with
She's in Alaska.
away with her boys. I know. Councilmember John Boy?
Okay, the chair of the Shade Tree Commission attended a tree inventory course at Rutgers, and he's going to be bringing back his knowledge to the commission. And also the Tree Ambassadors Program, and that's a program in conjunction with high school students interested in learning about the importance of trees in the environment, and it culminated at the end of their program by planting trees at the front and rear of the library. And also I want to make note, and I'll follow up with this probably in the fall when people are back from their summer vacations, that Tree Ambassador Group won 2 awards, and one is a Governor's Award for environmental stewardship. So we'll get that group in the fall when everyone's back. Also, the Environmental Commission, the fair is coming August 17th. It's the same day as the street fair and will take place at the plaza. And we're going to have a lot of different environmental groups there, either giving information or selling some environmentally sound, plants or cleaning products and different things like that. And there'll be more information coming on the website. Also, the commission was awarded a grant from the Association of New Jersey Environmental Commissions for $1,500 for a project regarding removal of invasive plants and replanting native species. And also, one of the members of the Environmental Commission is participating in a sustainable landscaping virtual course that is free to the members of the commission, and we hope to bring that knowledge to our residents. Also, the seniors were very happy to get their new American flag installed at the center right outside. There had been a problem with, getting a part for the existing pole, but we managed to get it, and they're very happy to have their beautiful flag flying. Also, the center is open Monday through Friday, and, check out the website and their calendar for all the great events. And finally, last but never least, is please continue to donate to the food bank at the First Presbyterian Church, especially over the summer when people are busy and they forget that people in their community are hungry. Canned meats, fish, canned fruit, personal hygiene items, cereal, oatmeal, peanut butter and jelly, etc. They also, which I just recently found out, accept packets of condiments. So if you get extra ketchups or mustards or something from the Chinese restaurant, they take them because people that come in for individual things, instead of giving them a whole ketchup, they can give them some packets. So everything is needed. And thank you, that's my report.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Branch.
Thank you, everybody. Two reports. The Human Relations Commission has been hard at work on many things. One of them is planning a new community conversation entitled The Many Faces of Youth Mental Health, and that will be on August 20th. The focus will be, some draft agenda items are what mental health challenges we're seeing, particularly with youth today, how mental health challenges manifest differently specific populations, and what support systems actually help and which ones actually miss the mark. So I'm very proud of that community conversation. Look for more information as we get closer to that date. And for the Metuchen Arts Council, an update. Metuchen Arts Council has been hard at work on planning Metuchen at 125, Our People, Our Stories. That is a community-driven photojournalism project. It's well underway, and Metuchen Media will be posting photographs as they come in, so be on the lookout for that. It's 4th of July, so watch out for your fireworks. Be safe. Grills, etc. Good? That's it.
All right. Thank you very much, council member. Just a couple important updates. First of all, I just want to remind everybody about Hey Metuchen, which is our new alert service. We have 3 alert services that you can sign up for. And I know people don't like to get tons of text messages, but Hey Metuchen is really something that's probably limited to 5 or 6 messages a month, we think. I mean, depending on what's going on, it could be fewer. Once in a while, it could be a couple more if there was something heavy going on that we need to address. But you can go to the borough's website at metuchennga.org and then click on under residents. At the top, you'll see residents on the menu, and then go to alert sign up. And then you can sign up not just for Hey Metuchen, which is, casual but important updates, but also Nixle, which has a lot of traffic and other emergency information, and of course, Code Red. So all those 3 services are important to sign up. We're going to be starting to try to get more people. We have about 800 people who've signed up so far for Hey Metuchen. I'd like to get a lot more, into the thousands. We're going to be doing a couple efforts to try to get more people involved. But
do you need more for that?
Tyler, you're not on mute.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. We're all interested in the interactions of the Kendall family.
I apologize.
It's okay. We're just happy to have you here, as I said. We're really happy that you're here. So just if you can sign up for those things, you will not be bombarded with messages. You'll be happy to know what's going on in town. And it's a great way to get information outside of social media for those people who are on a break. And once in a while, taking a break from social media can be, I'm sure, a good thing for people. I haven't learned as much as I should on that, but so be it. I hear great things about it. On June 13th,
Mr. Mayor, I'm sorry, you go to the website to sign up for this?
you go to the website, metuchennga.org, and then you go to residents under the menu, and then drop down under residents. There's a place where it says alert signups.
Alert signups has its own homepage.
Oh, it does? Okay, so alert signups has its own homepage, but go to the borough
Just go to
page
alert.
and you'll find
Alert sign up.
it's called Hey Metuchen, and then it's called, of course, Nixle and Code Red. You can try that as well. Okay, so on June 13th, Friday, June 13th was the deadline for the cafe program with the state, where we were able to apply for tax credits for the construction of the Forum Theater. That went in on the last day it was due, which is how we roll here, because we want to make sure it was as thorough as possible. Great work by our borough staff in getting that application together. That went in, and hoping to hear something throughout the summer and interactions with the EDA to make sure that our application is complete and that we're doing what we need to do. And we're hoping to have some more information about approval in the fall. So stay tuned for that. And the Forum Theater project continues to move forward. It's very exciting for everyone. We sent out information on Hey Metuchen and also on social media with respect to the summer concerts. So the Metuchen Summer Sound Series, that's sponsored by the Metuchen Downtown Alliance, the Borough, and of course the Arts Council. All 3 of them are together. We've got sponsors from Hackensack Meridian and Meximoto and Klein Enterprises are 3 of our top sponsors, but we have others. None of these are paid for through the taxpayers. This is all stuff that we fundraise for. And we have on Monday, July 14th, Joey Fatone hosting a night of 90s boy band music, which should be really fun. I'm not a boy.
Who's Joey Fatone, for the people who...
Joey Fatone, thank you. We're talking a little inside baseball here. Joey Fatone is from NSYNC. He's actually on tour right now, or not on tour, on Broadway right now with & Juliet, the show, which a lot of people have really enjoyed. I haven't seen it, but Monday is his dark day from the show, so we got him on Monday. And he's really from what I understand, a wonderful guy. The people that do the promotions for us with the concerts have one guy, the guy who runs the whole thing, has a very close relationship with him. He loves to put on a show. He's really excited about coming to Metuchen on his day off, and he's going to be, hosting this band. He's going to be singing a little bit, and then he's got the band that he's hosting, which is what's it called? Saved by the 90s, which is a very, very popular 90s cover band that he'll be performing with and alongside. So we're really excited about that. So we hope you can join us on Monday, July 14th. And then we're bringing a taste of the Jersey Shore to the Plaza on August 12th, which is a Tuesday.
No sand.
No sand.
We are having, notice that your reports were not interrupted. I'm going to continue to give my report. We are having the Jersey Shore come to the Plaza on August 12th, and it's going to be really fun. We have a lot of exciting things planned. It's a band that's known for its covers of Beach Boys and Frankie Valli, very Jersey Shore sound, and we're really excited to bring that here, and we hope you can enjoy us for that. Hopefully it won't be too hot or raining, but we'll deal with that if it comes. And in the meantime, I want to thank the borough staff for working so through difficult conditions last week with the heat, which was just extraordinary. The air conditioning, it was like the perfect storm. The air conditioning went down in our library, which is a place that we typically say to people you can come and use. The air conditioning could not keep up. It didn't altogether go down, but it could not keep up at the senior center. So we had to shut that down early on the first day of the heat. And of course, we were trying really hard to work through some of these issues. The pool then had an electrical problem on top of it, so it was just really bad. We got through it. It's fine, thank God. The heat is still substantial, but not remotely the way it was the other day. With it was some of the worst heat we've seen since 2012. But I got a little bit of response from residents on that, so I certainly appreciate everybody's patience, and I'm very really valuing the borough staff on this. With that, we're going to go to the new business consent agenda.
Mayor, may I amend my report really quickly just before we move on?
Oh,
to
yes,
that?
of course. Yes, you
Thank
asked me
you.
for that. Yes.
It's kind of unbelievable that I forgot to put this in because it's about bike lanes. 2 weekends ago, myself, Traffic Transportation, and our friends at Keep Middlesex Moving were at the farmers market. We were soliciting feedback for a future project that we're hoping to work towards, which is bike lanes going along Hillside Avenue to bring bikers from the future Grove Avenue bike lane down to the downtown and to the train station. So this is also funded through a grant, so this is not coming out of taxpayers' dollars, and this is something that we're very early stages. This is a while off, but we have what are called 60% designs, and we're looking for feedback on them. So we had a lot of great, very positive feedback at the market. We have it up on the borough website. If you go to the borough website, there's a main navigation item called Borough Projects, and under there is Hillside Avenue Bike Lane. You can see those designs. You can see information for how to submit your feedback. We want to hear from as many people as possible, so please, if you're interested, please fill that out. And thank you again, and apologize for missing that.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Council President?
Yes, I make a motion to approve the new business consent agenda resolutions 2025-183 to 2025-194 and resolution 2025-196.
Okay. So there's been a motion. Is there a second? All
Second.
those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
I make a motion to approve resolution 2025-195.
There's been a motion. Is there a second?
Second. Well, he's
if I-
got to read it.
Yeah, let me
Oh,
just
the
read that off,
resolution,
please. Authorizing the payment of the bill list in the amount of $5,566,278.64.
Great, thank you. It's been a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Been a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Okay, meeting adjourned. Bye, Tyler. See you soon, I hope.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.